I am Simon, and this is part one of Judging People's Parking. All right, we are here with our first truck of the day, and as you guys can see, this space kind of speaks for itself. I mean, I could probably plop down and take a nap right there, but the worst part is that if you come over to this side, you can just see that both of these tires are just so far over the yellow line, giving the poor Honda Fit no room to park. And I actually am just a little confused because I can't really find the line, like where they're supposed to park. I don't really know. It's kind of in front of the gate, and like, I don't know. Either he's super far out or super far in, but either way, beautiful car. Gonna have to give it an 8 out of 10.
Good morning, PHS. My name is Marshall Morrison, and I'm here with your PHS Daily Announcements for Monday, October 16th. Haunted Halls is happening October 28th. If you are interested in doing that, please go to the ASB room tomorrow during advisory. Chess Club meets today in Dr. Cerny's room during lunch. See you there. These have been all your daily announcements. Have a wonderful day. Good morning, PHS. I'm here with Most Embarrassing Stories. My name's Marshall Morrison, and today we'll be hearing a story from Herr Carta.
So there's this trash can next to my desk here, and it's often in the way. So there's other desks right here, there's rows of desks and everything. And so, I'll come from the front of the room to the computer to change something or show something differently or click a different window or whatever. And, often, and students from years ago can attest, this trash can would be in the way. And so I'd often bump into it and it would fling around and everything like that. And it became such a common thing that would occur that I would eventually kind of just like shove it out of my way sometimes. And so the German 2 class, back in, I don't know if you can see in the frame there, but back when Caleb Matthews was in school here, his generation, they were like, why are you always being mean to the trash can? And so they put a sign on it and they named it Billy, and that way that was their notion of making it so I wouldn't be mean to Billy because Billy had a name at that point. And I loved it was there for like months, a lot of months, and I had to have this awkward conversation with the custodial person once. He was like, "Why is your trash can named?" And it was like, it wasn't me. I had to explain the whole situation why they named the dang trash can Billy, and so that's already all context anyway. And then a couple years ago now, for yearbook class during fourth period yearbook. I'm sure you might remember this story from 2 years ago. The same thing happened. It hadn't happened for a long time too, which makes it even more interesting and ironic and funny. But the same thing happened. I was traversing between the desk area and the main classroom area, and I bumped into the trash can, and I was like, because it happened again. And so I kind of just did the kick it out of the way thing. But this time, when I kicked it out of the way, it was for whatever reason a much more forceful kick, and so the entire thing slid like 3 or 4 feet and tipped over, and just everything that was all the contents spilled out onto the floor, and it was right in front of the entire class during like a time when I was talking or something, which they're all paying attention, and they all saw it happen very very clearly. And so I think Cassidy Lewis had the biggest laugh out of it. She found it the funniest thing ever watching me, because my reaction, I guess, was hilarious. I had this thing of like, oh my gosh, what have I done? On accident, of course, but it was totally my fault and still funny, but still we had to deal with it and take care of it. So it was this big, huge, instant moment that happened within a couple of seconds, but became a pretty good story for the rest of the year.